Perfect. Awesome. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Golden Handle Bonspiel. I'm your host, Andrew Voigt. I'll be joined by my broadcasting partner, Noah Gordon, in just a bit. We've got an exciting slew of games for y'all. This is the semifinal of the main event. We've also got the semifinal of the Shield event. Over on A, we have Team Quan versus Team Lin. Over on Sheet C. On Sheet A, we've got Team Schemia versus Team Bykowski. And over on B, we've got Team Brady versus Team Black. That is the Shield semifinal. So it should be an exciting slew of games. It's been an awesome Bonspiel so far to watch. I hope y'all are excited. And it's going to be a really good set of curling. I'm looking forward to it as well. So let's take you to the action over on C. That's where we see most of the action going on here in the broadcasting booth. Lead Emily Winter for Team Quan on nutmeg. Pretty nice shot. It's going to end up in the back tee. Not sure if that was the call there, but we're good to go for the Team Quan. And we've got a combined team, Team Bucks County and Plainfield. This is Team Monica Lynn. We've got Mark O'Donnell throwing now. Maria and John are sweeping. Monica's in the house. And the shot is on its way. They're sweeping it, and it's looking good so far. Might come up just a little bit short. I've heard anecdotally, the ice, for our folks who are not from Nutmeg and playing, ice is a little slow for them compared to some of their other clubs. Perhaps Plainfield, I know, is a little bit faster ice. So it might be a bit of a learning curve here. Nutmeg has the home field advantage. Not a surprise to see two-ish teams in the Golden Handle semis. Team Bykowski over on A is from Hartford on paper, but is a pretty regular Nutmeg team. And Team Schemia, led by Ed, is also a combined team. That's actually with the Kempers, Allison and Frank, and Carly Klauser. They're actually from the Philly, Maryland area, so a bit of a combined team there. So it should be an exciting matchup. I know Dave versus Ed is a consistently tight matchup. Always a fun little rivalry there. I know they're in the Tuesday A League together, and always a good time when they play each other. So we'll keep you on the action on C for now and switch over to the games as they go. Looks like Maria's in the hack now for Team Lynn. It looks like she's going to try to chip this red one out. We'll see how she does. Looks a little wide. Oh, it's curling nicely now. Sweepers are on, and it's going to hit, but it's not going to stick around. That's not a terrible outcome. Got Larry now in the house, or in the hack, for Team Quan. Larry from Team Nutmeg. Confident, looking stylish as always. Glove in the back pocket. Looks like the guard's a call here, so we'll see how he does. Looks a little light, but should be okay. Looks like they're just doing a hard clean here, and a bit of a knifing, sweeping technique. This is going to end up pretty nicely, though. Are they going to get a biter? I guess that would be the question. Looks like it's come up just... that actually looks like a biter. And it looks like Maria is going to try to just peel this again. Same shot as last time. Maria's shot is on now. And it looks a little wide. Weight looks okay here. They may try to plan B this. Oh no. Unfortunately, a miss there for Maria that actually knocks the red rock to be buried behind the yellow. So not a great outcome for Team Lin here. They're going to have some work to do. Now for Team Quan, we got Kathy Morley in the hack. It looks like they're going to do a similar shot. Just block the shot in the house. Keep it simple.
He's amazing. I love him. We saw him at Red Rock. Oh, that's why. I saw him at Red Rock.
Shots on. Looks a little down weight. The sweepers are on it. I think that should end up quite nicely here. Oh, it's in the house. It's actually... They're going to try to... Maybe... Yep, it looks like they tried to tap that so that rock is behind, but I think that still looks exposed for the most part. Maybe a little buried. I'd figure from the righty position, you see probably about half of that, but they're just going to try to hit and roll, it looks like. This is John Trader from Team Lin. John from the Plainfield team, looking confident. Looks like his kick was a little out wide. And that definitely brought him a little narrow. Sweepers are on it now. Can he get the roll? It might clip it a little bit. Oh no, not even close. That hit the guard and just sprayed out here. If anything, it opens up wide, so it's not the worst outcome. And it looks like the guard that they hit is in the house now. You're going to have to hit a double there, at least to break it open. But Kathy's just going to try to probably put something. Yep, top 12 is the call there. Ideally, just right in between those two rocks. Oh no, it looks like they're going to block the one closest to the wall, which I think is a fine call there. So see how Kathy does. Those of you listening, let us know in the chat where you're from, who you're rooting for. Anything you want to see on the stream here, happy to provide. Kathy's shot looks a little heavy, just like last time. And that's just going to tap theirs back. It is shot 3 now, or that shot's 2, and the one they hit is 3. But definitely not what she had hoped for, because now there's a wide open hit for John. Ideally, John was quite narrow last time, and there is that fall that can potentially happen on C, so you got to be careful about the fall here. And it looks like the broom's the same, but John's kick looks a little bit better. It's got to go. Maybe he pushed it out wide just to overcorrect, but this looks not too bad. This looks pretty right on. And he's got both. Nice shot there from John. That was the plan, and it knocked it out. Not, if you're yellow, you only can do so much there. Because now Robert's got an open hit. Yellow does have hammer, so I would imagine Robert's going to try to hit and roll. It just forces them to draw in for one. We have a special guest joining us. We've got none other than the world-famous Paul Douglas.
Yeah, well, my world is very small.
You're famous nonetheless. How are you, Paul?
I'm doing well, Andrew. So we're all still in the first end, right?
Yep, first end. Robert's looking okay so far too. Yellow does have hammer, so they could, depending on what Robert does here, they could end up just having an open house, right? But at least at this point, yellow's got to make some shots.
So A is on sheet C, this is an A event game. Is that right?
Yep. So A and C are our Golden Handle semifinals, and then the Shield semifinal is over on B. So that's Sandy and Bob and Dan and Tina versus.
That's the B event, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So Robert's shot is on now.
Sweepers are on it pretty good.
Yeah, it's looking.
And
yeah.
Very nice. Hits and rolls underneath guard. That's well executed. Very nice.
Nicely done by Robert. Good sweeping, good communication. Doesn't get too much better than that. It's hard to see from our angle. Is it totally buried or is it?
It
half?
is. There's maybe 10%, 15% sticking out, not much.
Okay.
So that's going to require either a peel of that guard, which is what the call looks like it's going to be, to open the house up. And then if Robert can put a guard back, then,
just have to freeze or something.
Yeah, then
that's their only
King
shot.
Kwan will be sitting in a good spot.
Yeah,
so we're at Skip Rocks on A as well.
Yeah,
and Bykowski's team's looking at putting up a guard. And it's just into the house.
Yep.
You can actually switch to that by clicking on this. It'll call that up, but it doesn't change. So we can see what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
This is still the stream over here. So red is sitting 2 on A. Red is sitting 2 on B.
Red's sitting 3 on C. So good time to be red right now. So we'll see what Monica does for Team Lynn. Yeah, that's got to go.
Sweepers are on this right. Oh, now they called them off. So they must think it's a little wide.
Yeah, it's hanging out a little bit. I think it might still get it. Oh, no, it's passed. And
it did take.
Wow, it hit shot rock, and it's going to spray out, but
okay.
Anything it opens up the house.
So yellow is sitting 2, so my guess is Robert will either draw down or probably leave a high guard. I don't know.
Yeah, could block.
Robert is the ultimate strategy individual, so he's going to play the highest percentage, where it gives him an opportunity to steal. Yeah, so it looks like he just wants to draw, maybe just sit top 12, maybe just be out counting that yellow in the outer 12.
Not a bad call at all.
So that if they nose that, it doesn't count.
Right. I mean, it just forces them to.
And he has a great front end in Emily and Larry. They judge the weight well. They're good sweepers. We're down to the last skip rocks on both B and C, A and B as well.
Looks like Dave has a pretty open hit. I mean,
well, there's a double there for him. I think that's what he's going to go for.
Yeah. I think the red is the second shot, though. It's hard to tell from this angle, but.
Right. So I think if he can double, his shooter won't stay, but he can double those yellows out. I think that's the call.
Yep, and this.
And then Sandy Black is throwing her hammer rock. It's a nice control weight for Bykowski. Sweepers are leaving it alone.
Looks like he got it.
Yeah, a little bit of a jam, but that's fine because it's sitting in the back and red sitting 2. So if yellow wants to score, they're just going to have to do an open draw.
That was I believe that was.
That was hammer.
So.
That was hammer. So at least 2 for red.
Yeah.
Sandy Black's hammer shot is off on B. She's looking to hit. And she does. And makes a... Oh, that would have been a very nice double.
Didn't have enough weight, unfortunately. Yeah.
So red takes 1, a steal of 1 on B.
Looks like Robert put up a draw.
A centerline guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're forcing a draw down the other side just to sit on those back reds for 1. The danger here is if it's light, it will crash on a guard.
Mm-hmm.
which would be really tragic because then that would force that guard up and be counting 3. So, the line call's got to be dead on.
Would you consider coming from the other side? Is that
No, because it's wide open, and as long as the line and the weight is good, there's plenty to sit on back there. Sweepers are hard on this.
Yeah, they got to go.
And it's very light.
Not even
Very, very light.
It's a hog. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. So
fortunate mess for Monica there. So looks like Team Kwan scores 2, and they've got a good start to the game.
We got some viewers.
Yeah, I think we got a couple. We're
Very
up to
nice.
12 now, which is nice.
So we have the chat boxes open. So if anybody has any questions, ask us, and we'd love to hear from you. Well, maybe where you're joining in from, and so we're solidly into the Saturday session of the Golden Handle here in lovely Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Take you over to the warm room side so you get a good view of the house. So it looks like the first couple shots for each end is going right now. So it looks like red scored 2 over on A, red scored 2 over on C, and then I believe it was 1
It was
over
1
on B.
red on B. That was a steal.
So, Paul, how has your Golden Handle experience been so far? I believe you...
So my team is, let's see, we won on Thursday afternoon, lost on Friday, and then won today.
Yep.
So we're 2-1. We play in the whatever the C bracket is.
The friendship bracket.
Yes, the friendship. Maybe they give a friendship bracelet to the winner. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe.
So so we play tomorrow morning in the semifinals.
And I believe you're playing against
Jake Ness. So it'll be
Yep.
an all nutmeg friendship semifinal.
That's right. And then the winner of that game, the quarterfinals of that friendship draw will actually be at the 3:30 after this. So could be Laura Bennett, could be Finkelstein, Zakin, Farrington. So we've got Parrington. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would actually enjoy winning in the morning and face Zakin in the final.
That's right.
I would enjoy that. I'd enjoy beating him more, but yes. So.
A nice return to not.
Yeah, so Mark and Rana are up here, they retired down to Charlotte, and they're enjoying retirement down there, but very much enjoying coming up and seeing all of us.
Of course.
As we're enjoying seeing him as well. So sweepers are on this pretty hard on C. Looks like they're trying to do a takeout, and it is, so it just moves it to the outer. So it's satisfactory. I think Robert really wanted that out, but they're both shots are behind the tee line. So
over on B, it looks like Team Brady just took out Sandy's team's rock. So they're sitting 1 now. We'll see what she does. Sandy contemplative as usual. Seems like the takeout, and ideally you roll over. Seems like a good amount of room for that. Over on C, it looks like Monica's got the takeout. Yeah. Nicely done there. Good shot from Mark. So they're sitting 2, and they're on the wings, so that's not a bad place to be. And it looks like
we have some announcements.
We're going to start the raffle.
Looks like for all those at the club, we got the raffle going on. Some nice prizes here. Mostly alcohol from the looks of it, but...
Which celebrity is always ready for ice cream? Reese Witherspoon.
I hear there's a comedy show tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if Sean is the headliner.
So it's a missed takeout for Skinny Larry on with his first rock.
Barbaroni.
And so that yellow's looking at putting probably another one high in the house. It looks like maybe a guard, and
just something to block one of those on the wings. It's a good place to be. Keep the house open. So it looks like Tina had missed her first shot, that takeout, but looks like
yeah.
was,
So on B, the Sandy's call is for a takeout. It looks like.
sweepers are on that.
Yeah.
It looks.
So centerline guard, and the centerline guard with hammer is probably not something they wanted.
Yeah, I'm not.
So the call is for a hit and just a stay, not much of a roll for Team Kwan. For
And I didn't see it. Was Larry narrow the last
Team
time?
Bykowski's looking for a takeout, and that just sails on by on A. So
I love nepotism.
Some exciting
sweepers
chatter.
are on it, just trying to push this rock a little bit from Larry. That will execute the takeout, but will not stick around. So that's a satisfactory result.
Not a terrible outcome. I'm sure Larry wanted to stick, but
He did.
He can be happy with the takeout.
Team Brady's looking for takeout because yellow's sitting 2 on sheet B. Ed's looking for a takeout on sheet A. That is executed, pushes it back, and that is out of the rings. And then on sheet B, Team Brady also does the takeout, but not the shot rock. So Sandy's going to call for guard.
Follow the line, number 7.
Not bad. Yeah, it looks like Maria's shot. I guess they're just looking to come around a little late on that sweep call, but it's just going to be another guard, it looks like. Interesting outcome there. So if you're Robert, Paul, if you're Robert here, what do you call? What's the shot?
So he's it looks like he's taking that yellow out on the back. He wants a clean house. So he's calling for his vice, Kathy Morley, to just throw. It looks with that broom. It just looks like just a control, maybe control down weight, because I think he wants her to hang around and make make Monica deal with it.
Kathy was heavy her first 2 shots, so we'll see. We'll see how the weight's looking here. This looks.
I don't notice many people in our club that work on their game more than Kathy does.
Yeah.
She's out here practicing very frequently. Larry's really trying to push this. And so we have a very clean house.
Wide open.
Nothing in it. A couple of guards that are center line. So the call is to be top 12 buried.
Sangria set. You're too tall, you're reading. Yeah, no, I can't.
Over in the warm room here, we've got the raffle going on. A lot of exciting prizes. Those viewers watching at home, I wish you guys could see what sort of awesome prizes are here.
Yeah.
If only you could be here yourself.
Oh, it's an R!
So it looks like John over on Team Lynn, over on C.
Yeah, the call is for John Trader to throw a guard, draw behind those 2 guards.
Yep.
That's the call.
And I think she gave the broom for the 12, but this is 8 or 4.
So Monica wants this top of the house and buried, right?
Yep.
Mr. Many Beers is on this hard. That's his nickname. If you've seen his name tag, it's Many Beers.
I wonder how many is actually many beers per definition.
So that may stick around back. Robert's a really good sweeper.
Yeah, he's all
and
up
that
on
is just biting back 12. Very, very close to out, but it is biting. So Robert would like a draw, being at T-line or just above T-line buried. And Kathy would oblige if she could. That's the call.
Over on A, it looks like a relatively clean house too, apart from one on. There's a biter on for yellow over on A.
Right. And yellow does have hammer. This looks really hot from Kathy. I think this might be through.
Yeah, so far.
Emily's maybe not. I mean, I haven't been reading the ice, so I don't know.
That might check up actually. Yeah, that's not bad. Can they get it buried though? I guess that's the question. No, it's just going to hang around. So it's I'd say it's partially buried, and from the righty hack position.
They waited a little bit too long on that.
Yeah.
They left it just exposed, so.
This is the poster. We believe in you.
So John here, let's see what he does. He missed his. He missed
So
his
the
first
call
stage.
is for hack weight, so that it can move, and the idea is to chip that out.
Yeah, John missed his first takeout in the first end, but he had a nice double in the second end. When he kicks out, his trail leg just goes awry.
If the weight's right, it will come back, and here it comes. The danger is there's a jam on the back, but there's no danger here. That's going to chip that out, and
Nicely done.
it will stick around. So that's well done.
Not
So
bad.
yellow's sitting 2. My guess is Robert's going to want to hit and roll on that one and remove that rock. He doesn't want to give up a big end.
Yep, that looks to be the call. You got to give it a lot of weight here to make sure you can actually roll it off and bury it behind, but I trust Robert to get that done. Over on A, it looks like Dave is in the hack now.
And
It looks like he's trying to likely hit too. Maybe do a similar thing to what Robert's doing. It looks okay. I don't know if it's gonna stick, but
and it does not. So yellow is biting. So yellow just has to
Just
put it
basically-
anywhere in the paint for 2 and tie the game up.
and this is Hammer Rock. It looks like so.
It is, yeah.
Ed's got a wide open house. Not too bad there.
So Sandy, first skip rock is off on B, and it's a little heavy. It's going to sail through. And Robert's takeout is
it's taken out.
does
but
the
it's
job.
not.
It does the job. So you still have what appears to be maybe a biter in the back 12.
We've got some audience chatter here too.
We do we?
So it looks like, to answer my question from Mark, aka Many Beers O'Donnell, he usually keeps 2 Miller Lights in hand at all times. Good to know.
Is that only because he only has 2 hands? Is he limited by what he can glom onto?
He must have small hands, not be able to get multiple Miller Lights in hand, like that Whopper commercial.
I'm not
the
sure.
tiny hands. We also have a comment, some feedback, I guess.
I talk too much, huh?
Allegedly.
All right.
And we've got some support for the Brady and Lynn teams. The Plainfield and Bucks County support here. Love to see it. Love to see the audience engagement. Appreciate y'all throwing some commentary in the chat here.
My guess is the cinematic digital is someone I know.
I would imagine so. I can't imagine you have haters that you don't actually know. That'd be a tough place to be. So we'll see what Monica does here too. I think the call is just a draw. And this is her first rock, so the hope is you can just get one buried and force Robert to stick one in. Weight actually doesn't look terrible. I mean, this looks like it's got plenty of weight. It's gotta curl in. Oh yeah, this is gonna finish nicely. It's obviously above, or it's behind T, so Robert's got something to freeze onto.
That looks like the call.
Yeah.
Just come down to it. I mean, be above the T line if you could be.
Yep.
So
Not a terrible shot for Monica though. Puts the pressure on Robert here.
just curious if they've responded.
Ooh, it's somewhat, definitely
Yeah,
somewhat.
thanks. Love you too, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dual view. Thanks.
switch it
We
over.
got you, Mr. Hope.
think Mike's going to be doing the commentary later on, so we're excited to see his broadcasting style.
Love Micheluzzi Hope.
All right, so let's see what Robert does here. Weight looks pretty good. If anything, it's a little narrow, but I think it's going to get around the guard.
Yeah, and they want Emily to push this.
Yep, that looks fine. Yeah, if anything.
Oh, come on up, come on up. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. That's
nice shot.
That's set up for a force, which Robert will be very happy with.
Not a terrible outcome. We've got Alf Winter checking in.
Alpheus Hope is in the building. Coming to watch his daughter, Emily's #1 fan.
Falls Village, Connecticut. Look it up.
All right, so over on B, it looks like Bob's leading now. So
How did yellow end up with center guards when they have hammer?
So Alf has asked us why yellow over on C.
So
had
there was
center
a hit.
guards.
There was a hit on an outer one, and it rolled over to center.
I see.
And then one was a draw that was thrown light, and it ended up there.
All right, this is Monica Lynn.
Yes.
With a long history at the.
So Monica's rock is off. Sweepers are really leaving this alone. They want this to move.
Yeah,
It
this
looks
is
wide.
Not
If the
moving.
weight's right, it will come back, but
It's coming. It's coming.
I don't.
Robert's trying to take care of it.
Yeah. So the weight was fine. It came back nicely.
It came back.
Yeah, nice shot.
It was really very well judged by the front end on that. If they had swept that, they would have kept that out. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was nicely done.
Team on C having a blast over here. It looks like they're enjoying themselves.
They are, yeah.
So it looks like over on B, it looks like yellow tied it up. So nice way to bounce back by Sandy.
And no score has been put up from the second end on A. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there could be a blank. We haven't seen if a blank is being hung there, but
Yeah, Ed had a shot for 2. So if he put it in the paint, then he would have gotten 2. But we'll see an update, y'all, in a second. Nice shot from Bob there. 2 in the house. One buried behind the other.
it's a very nice hit and roll by Craig Doucette on A to hit and roll, be counting. That was nicely done as well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Hope. Feel better?
So we'll have to find someone to step in for the late game. We might have a double header here. I know.
No, I will be vacating the premises before the second game, the last game for today.
Are you going to join the comedy show tonight?
Yes, with Mrs. D. She's coming as well.
Very fun.
So,
Mary's my fiance. For those listening at home, she's home this weekend too. She was doing some business traveling earlier this week, so she's chilling like a villain this weekend.
got it.
But should be a fun time,
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
All the volunteers and all the players here get a nice dinner and comedy show as part of the Golden Handle. So, if you're thinking of playing in a fun Bonspiel next year at Nutmeg, this has got to be one of them.
Yeah. Props to Sean and Jen Cummings for putting on a great event, resurrecting where this event had gone through some dark times in the last few years.
Sure.
And they brought this back to a very well attended, good competitive Bonspiel.
Yeah, absolutely love to see it. Shout out to Sean and Jen there. So let's bring you over to the action on A. It looks like...
And I'm going to bow out, and I'm going to put Alf Winter on the mic, because as soon as he finishes his donut, that is.
Bentley's got to take this takeout. Good. Right. Giving up on it.
Trying to set a number right. Mr. Winter.
Chris, a pleasure.
All right. So Paul has bowed out for the time being, and we've got Alf Winter on the line.
With Chris Farmer doing the play-by-play.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So, Alf, how are you feeling about these games so far? So, for those listening at home, Alf's daughter Emily is on sheet C, and is on Team Quan here too. So you got some vested interest in this game.
I got a dog in this fight. Yes.
Of course. What are you looking to see from Emily, from Team Robert Quan here too? What are you hoping to see?
Well, so far in the first cycle of ends, they blanked the first. Oh, I thought there was a blank in the first, but apparently I was reading the score on the right.
Robert stole 2, and then Monica had the shot. Force
she did
of 1.
the shot for 1. So exchanged 2 for 1. I met Monica here at the first off at the Golden Handle. I would say probably 2010, 2011, and she was new and really excited about curling. So
very cool.
I was happy to be in on her beginnings of this. Well, Larry let that go. Is it a little narrow?
Yeah, sweepers are
on it, but I'm liking the looks. Oh dear.
I think that has.
They're going to take the bread out. It knocked the bread out, but it rolled right on top of the shot.
Yeah, it looks like it's hard to tell. I think that yellow is still shot.
Oh yeah.
Not by much.
Oh
but, yeah. That's an easy run back there if the red team.
That was an interesting shot because I thought, okay, they're running the shots back before, but they weren't running.
No, I think Larry just missed it. So
just missed it narrow.
And yeah, so that's a good call. It looks like
we got
Maria's just going to freeze up on it.
And then we get tie games across the board here. I see.
Yeah. Ed had a wide open shot for 2 and just nailed it. And then there's a lot of rocks in the house for Sandy and Brady over here. And so that should be the Shield semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a nice back and forth matchup there.
There's a shot in the back of the house. Is that going for a blank? And no, there's a few rocks left, but there's a clean house on B now.
Yep.
Nobody in sight. As I always say during these broadcasts, watch the sheet you want, and we'll try to mention the sheet that we see. Okay, nothing happened on that last shot on C. It seemed to have slid through the house. Robert's eyeballing. He wants to freeze. Robert has a very strategic mind at this game, and it's something to study.
Yeah, he's always thinking like 10 steps ahead. So
he's not just knocking that yellow rock out. He wants to draw to it. The shot on the wings. Whereas me, the inexperienced player, would say, okay, hit the red one and sit 2 in the middle of the ice.
Yeah, you're almost betting that the next shot from the yellow team misses, or even depending on where that shot goes, right? Like you can still work with it. You can still bounce
Absolutely
it back.
Work with it. And
looks
he's giving him 4 feet of ice.
That's a lot of ice for what the call is. I mean, perhaps because Larry was narrow the last time, and the shot fell. So
his release is on the broom, if not a little wide.
Yeah, it does look a little wide. I mean, and it looks heavy too from the looks of it.
I think he's going to get the shot in the middle and do what the inexperienced. Oh my word, that's wide of everything.
Yeah,
Emily is sweeping furiously to. No, my goodness.
Yeah, maybe they were just trying to chip it if they could, but no.
No, that shot would just miss the mark. We had a little trouble with the line, as we're supposed to say.
Tough 2 shots from Larry. You don't usually see him miss 2 back-to-back like that. And I know he'll be kicking himself, but...
Got to have a short memory at this point.
That's right.
Short memory. Okay. Well, Kathy will take the hack. Now, who we got on the on Monica's team? John Trader at vice.
Yep.
Maria Eswin at second. I trust everybody is... they had a good time yesterday playing the... they were playing the other squad from Bucks County, and they were having a riot. From what I could see
and it looks
on
like
the coverage. They're having a good time, too.
Yeah, they're having a fun time now, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And John Trader has the T-shirt with one of the great sayings in curling. I don't hate it.
Yeah. Very optimistic for John here, too. I like the green shoes he's rocking with too. He's very well put together today.
Well put together.
I didn't see the call, but
I would guess a guard. You're not hammer.
Maybe.
You don't want that thing to be run back.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you draw to the 12, but a guard is totally fine as well. It looks heavy.
So, speaking of well put together, I got to say the Farmer Johnson uniforms were noted and looking good.
I have heard that team is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
They are in the.
They have another event to go. Oh dear, it is heavy. Look at this. Slid through the house. Just a scotch.
So basically no change there. Yeah, so Kathy's going to go for the same shot.
Robert's still calling for this freeze to sit on the yellow and out in the outer 8-foot. Let's switch the alternate view to the scoreboard one, just so we can look at it. Every so often when I'm doing coverage, I will let the audience share in that, but not in the middle of a shot. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are off it. Oh, they can't leave a guard. Looks like it's coming to the center rock, not to the...
I think they might be able to chip it. Larry's on.
Give it a little push, and yes, they are shot. 1, yellow is 2, red is 3, yellow is 4. So red is shot and going to be really hard to extract from there.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. It wasn't. They didn't get the curl on those shots that Robert was hoping for because he kept, unless he's got a secret code going here.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, there's usually that fall on C, but it seems like a lot of the shots are hanging out. They're not really falling too much.
Hanging out. It's not like the center line is obstructing them. And Monica's got the broom right on the center line looking for a takeout. This is interesting because any takeout's got a yellow jamming behind it.
Unless she's just trying to, chip it out and freeze up on it, but or spray it out, but that wouldn't make sense, so...
It's going to come right at the nose. I'm going to look overhead, and we have a jam. And, all right, her shooter rolled away. Now, red is 1.
Probably 2.
That's a close call. Close call there. What do you think, Siri? Here it looks like 1 red. And Robert is ignoring that shot in the wings, and that's one of the great things about him. He can ignore distractions. He knows what he wants to go after. And if she taps that red up, that could be narrow. Let's see if the sweepers are not on it yet. Robert is definitely exhorting them. I can't hear him, but what? Something, they lost handle because look where she slid. Well, maybe that was her call to go to that side.
I think that was the original
call. It's not.
Yeah, the freeze I think was the call there, but
freeze to the yellow.
So, kind of no man's land for Kathy with that shot. So
yes,
we'll see what Monica does here. Yeah, I'm assuming she's just gonna try to blow that up.
She could double them. But she's got to catch the front red on the outside edge.
This front end full of energy.
Hopefully, full of energy at the Bucks County team.
That's right.
Rink.
Hopefully they can, channel that positive energy into good sweeping.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They got it going.
Monica's looking super focused here.
Monica is locked in. Let's see what she got.
It seems like a little too much broom for the weight that I feel like she needs, but...
Yeah, she can't just throw a hack or board to it. It's got to be a little more. Larry's chirping over here, too. There's smiles all around.
Yeah. It's a fun place to be.
A fun crowd. This is where you want to be, folks. Monica's got a nice looking line on this. Plenty of weight.
Yeah, that looks...
Might overcurl. We'll see.
Now, if anything, that looks a little wide.
And watch it curl in. From here in, it curls.
Oh, yeah, that's going to end up... That's a nice shot, but only
wow.
One.
Because there's only 1 red rock in the house. Well, there's 2 red rocks in the house now.
And it looks like red is still
red
one.
Shot. if Robert chips that yellow out, red would be 1 and 2. We're nowhere near done yet.
Plenty of curling left.
I should think he'd want to go into that yellow one and sit 1-2, split. All right, let's switch screens. So we'll get a close up here. We have, there's nothing much happening on the other sheets at the moment.
So over on B, it looks like Sandy's just going to hit that from the looks of it. Oh, I misspoke. This is actually Brady's shot here.
Yes, it's Brady.
So
all right, let's bring it back to the full screen now. We got to look at the situation. Oh yes, because Sandy is sitting 2. They're on the tee and just behind it. No, there's only one. Oh,
yeah,
this is a hit for many points.
Yeah, potential big end for Team Brady here. Kevin's in the house now. He is locked in. He's ready to go.
Sandpaper on the fingers.
That's right.
It's like a safe cracker. All right, Robert is looking a little locked in too, giving last-minute instructions to his sweepers. So he wants to freeze to that yellow one, I would imagine. I've got to watch the handle in the hack. All right, Brady shots away on B. They're sweeping. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, nice
Looks
shot.
real good. They might lose the shooter to only get 2.
Better.
I think there's a biter there. Now they kicked it away.
Yep. So it looks like 2 red.
2 red.
Not bad for Kevin Brady and team.
All right, Robert. Here he does have the outturn in his hand, and it's firm draw weight. They better start. I think we'll see if they need to sweep. They're anticipating the curl.
Yep.
And
it's coming for sure.
And it's coming hard. It's good. They're going to kiss the red one
wow.
and maybe fall in front. Let's see.
No, this is looking okay from the looks of it. Nope, it hit the
But
guard.
it's sitting 1-2, but it's wide open.
Right.
But he is hammer, so there's a trade of shots to come here.
Right. Not a bad outcome at all.
No. Yeah, I saw that possibility of a sweep needed earlier in that.
For sure. All right, so over on A, it looks like Frank's shot is on. I think he's going for the takeout.
And it is
Oh,
skinned one,
he got one.
shaved it out.
Not bad.
David is still sitting 2 red, and he's got Craig Doucette in the hack, so we're up to the seconds.
Yep.
I wonder if he's calling a guard or a hit.
No, it looks like he's going to just try to draw in.
Oh, and
Yeah, Dave is red. So
David's red, and he does not have hammer, and he does have a 3-stone lead.
Yeah, so he's just putting stuff. Yeah, he's just putting stuff in the house. It looks like he's.
They're just a bunch of dancing machines here on the Bucks County curlers.
You know, they're having fun, and we love
They're
to see
singing,
it.
they're dancing, and they're curling.
All right, so Craig's shot looks pretty good. I think it's got to curl a little bit, but this is going to finish up quite nicely.
Yes. All right, Monica. I think she's trying to freeze to the red, and which, if she's successful, they're going to have to sweep hard and sweep long.
Yep.
They better not stop. If they stop 1 iota, it's not going to make it. And even then, it's not going to make it.
Yeah, they're going hard. This looks okay.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming in nicely.
But it's not coming on any. Oh, it's locked on. Oh, my goodness sakes. This is why Monica is surprisingly.
Yeah, nicely done.
She
says, wow.
She's wagging like she swept it. Now, can Robert blast? I don't think he can blast those away. He's sitting 1. He can draw the button for 2.
Yeah, it really depends. Is it 1-2 or is it 1? I think. I'm assuming.
Well, his head's over the rock now. No, he's definitely 1 red, yellow's 2.
So at that point, you just draw. Draw for 2.
Draw for 2.
Draw to the
And
button.
if you miss, you get 1. Sandy Black is asking for Bob to move some red granite. Do a little Visine work here. It seems wide, and she's not calling to blast them.
I
It's
think
just
we'll
going to
probably
shimmer them a little bit. But you're going to lose the
not
shooter.
at all. Yeah.
Well, they hung around.
Well, so we'll see what Robert does here too. Let's see if he can draw to the button.
He's just drawing. Unless he's trying to blast his
He
own
just has to
side.
get fooled for. He's going away from his rock. He could actually nudge the yellow rock and still fall into the button. Okay. Goes through his pre-shot, cleans the rock, stands up, aligns himself. I'm telling you, anything Robert does is something you could take into your own game and make it better.
Yeah, good delivery.
Got the in turn. Sweepers are on it about 10 feet past the hog line.
I was gonna say it looked a little wide, but if anything, it's just a little light. But
Now they're going full speed. Larry's
Yep.
bearing down. Look at Larry go now. I think they're going to get the 8 foot. Let's see if they can get to the 4. Oh, they got it. They
Yeah,
got
they're-
it.
they're
They
good.
got it. They better slow down a little. That's fine. Oh, they cooked it. They cooked it.
wow.
Oh,
So that's
that is some fast ice.
so it looks like that is
One red. Oh, who put their broom down? Kathy, do not do that, please.
People keep putting their brooms down.
I didn't know that.
Never put your. Let the other team put their broom down, perhaps. But all right, take a break. All right, short break while they do the measurement on C. We'll be right back. Hey, Brady over on sheet B is bringing a guard, high guard. He came up just a little short. All right, over on C, we've got yellow, Ed, sitting 1 on the top of the button. Dave 2. Oh, here comes another rock. Yellow 1, red sits 2 and 3. Yellow Ed has hammer. Dave Bykowski. Red does not have hammer, if that makes sense. All right, they push the rocks away, and we're going to get a score on C. They gave it to yellow. It's a steal of 1. Well, that's a surprise. Over on A, Aaron Doucette has a broom down for Dave Bykowski to throw a takeout on the yellow rock on the top of the button, which, if successful, will leave red sitting 3. No guards in the front center of the sheet. Downish weight. No, it's actually pretty good normal weight. Pretty control normal. Dave has the hit and clean through. Dave's now sitting 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. You know what? We're going to let you decide. A is over on your left. And Emily Winter's first rock is coming in towards the house. And it's going to come up a little short of the house. Center guard. Yeah, it's about 5 feet short of the house, I'd say. Okay. This ice must be very keen because Monica's draw and Robert's draw, both to the untrained eye, looked a little light, and they were right to the house.
Are you the universal donor? No. I think my sister is the universal donor.
Monica's lead just dropped a shot right on the button on the back four, biting the back eight, half four, perfectly positioned. And Robert's now calling for Emily to follow that shot, and if successful, will be behind guard and buried. All right, Emily's let it go. It's got to slow down a bit. It's got to slow down. It's hot. Oh, it's hot. Oh, this is a toaster. Yep. We just put it a little wide. Now Monica's going to put another guard up with yellow. Her second is now in the house. That would be Maria. Over on B, yellow got the rocks off the button, and as a consequence, yellow's sitting on the top of the button. With a few guards in front and a spattering of rocks throughout the house. Maria has a nice looking rock coming in here. It's just going to slip. Oh no, it ticked the guard. And it's going to roll into the 12 foot, biting the 8 foot. Over on A, we've got Dave Bykowski sitting too, without hammer. And on sheet B, Dan Villanueva just put a pretty nice guard up. There is a gap to go through, but it's small. This one, Larry threw. It's a little hot, but it's going to get a piece of the yellow. It's going to get a piece of it. How much is the question? Okay, it knocked it off the center line, so that's something. There's 2 center guards and 2 yellows biting the 8 foot. Well off the center line, so there's things to work with. We're on A. Ed has a draw that can sit on a rock on the back four that would give him shot because this is hammer in the 4th end. They're sweeping Ed's very hard, very hard, very hard. It's got the weight. It's got the weight. It's a question of the line. Oh, it kissed. Oh, dear. It kissed the guard. Oh, and Monica's second dropped one right on the button, right on the top 4 in front of the button. So now they're asking Larry to bring one in again. Monica in control of this end at the moment. Monica Lynn with the Bucks County. Oh, he's throwing hard weight. I guess they're going for the in-off. Take a look, folks. I'm going to see something here. Oh, and look at that in-off. Not quite. Didn't quite execute it. Actually, he hit it too thick. And he's got one in front of the tee line. Can use it. This brings up John Trader, the vice for Bucks County team Monica Lynn. Frank Kemper and Carly Closer. Carly Closer delivering on. Okay, so Ed got the. Oh no. There's a hit and a little roll, not much. But that hit does take out that side. Don't hate it. Robert's calling for a in-off, either a draw or just a shave off that yellow out in the 12-foot edge. Try and get in near the button. Okay, Kathy rocks away. Let's cut in close. Just so you know, it's a mirror image, what you're seeing on the home end here, and the shot ticked. All right, that's a player. Monica cannot afford to try to take that out, so it's going to have to be a guard. We'll go back to the full view, of course, because there's things happening on sheet B, too. Brady does have a shot at the yellow rock with a lot of reds around it. So if he's successful in removing that yellow rock, red can pick up a few points here. The yellow does have hammer. All right, Jack Trader in the hack. Monica's broomed down, calling for a guard. Good slide, good release. Here's the curl. Oh boy, did that just hit a spot and curled big, but it's straightening out and the sweepers are holding it. And it's coming to rest, and to quote the shirt, I don't hate it. Robert's got to think when's the time to peel and when's the time to draw in. He's going for the draw in. Well, once again, Dave Bakowski has a load of rocks in the house at the on sheet A, but Kathy's second rock looks heavy, but it's slowing down. It's not heavy. She dropped it right on the pin. Well. Very nice, Kathy. Small scoring area, that's for sure. Okay, it looks like Dan Villanueva has the broom down, and yellow is sitting one. So, who's Siri? Siri. Black is in the hack, and she has a shot for two, a draw, a tap. Rocks away. Bob, Black, and Tina are sweeping. A lot of weight. Up, they crashed the guard, and it looks like going to be one yellow. or I may have a bad angle at it.
I have never drank at a steel.
Here comes Monica's rock. It's. Let's just see what it is. It's a beauty. Oh my gosh, it's a beauty.
Like, I played yesterday at 10 a.m. and I played like shit. I was not drinking in the morning.
That's why when you asked, I was like,
You know what? When we went to the Kaiser, my first
Monica drops a perfect shot, takes out the rocks, has 2 shots kissing the button, and Robert's going to try to come between them, nudge them away, possibly sit 2, downweight takeout. Yeah.
now you travel with me.
I mean,
yeah. A little bit. If you start somewhere,
Quick look.
I'm not super superstitious.
And back.
a little bit.
All right, Ed's put one in the,
Enough to say, I probably.
over on sheet A, Ed's put one in the house, a yellow rock, but Dave has the broom down and he's asking
Trying to slash.
Danielle, his lovely wife, to remove the yellow. Now, that would be a Pepsodent shot. You got your Pepsodent and your Visine. One gets rid of the yellow, one gets rid of the red.
You might be throwing big weight and trying to actually spin the outside and getting the slash double. He's going to lose his shooter, but he might get rid of those 2. Let's see when he kicks out. That's a big weight.
And Danielle's shot is successful. Oh boy, a nice takeout and a roll. Oh, there is a yellow on the button. Maybe it wasn't. I can't see. I couldn't see so well. Back to sheet C. Robert, away.
Not throwing the peel. So he's just trying to finesse it in there. See if he gets inside and noses this way.
They're sweeping hard. Oh, they're sweeping hard. Oh, they're sweeping hard. They're going to be on a guard.
Make your second.
Monica's talking about just dropping it right on the button. I mean, this is a big chance for Monica to take 2 here. Big steal.
Monica is not shabby.
I don't know her.
She's a good player. I played Marie every Thursday. She's a good player. Yeah, I know. John, as much as I don't love his.
Well, I can just, yeah, sorry, just because you're a
If I can find a steal.
Monica's down in there in the hack. They're singing and dancing, loving it,
I don't know, but that's what
living it, loving it.
And then it's funny because Monica will yell on the ice, many. She won't say his name. Many sweep, many sweep. I thought she was saying Manny at first.
I appreciate that so hard.
I love it. I need to come up with
To the untrained eye, this rock looks very wide.
many beers.
But those of us that know will know that this rock will curl back a long way. But I don't think it's going to curl back far enough. Let's see. No. It's over, and it's in play. All right, this is hammered now, Robert. He can bring a little more weight this time.
Yeah, I just don't know how much weight he's able to get over the brush if he's down. Like he's a strong person and he's
Down on A, we've got yellow sitting 1. We're frozen to a red rock in the back of the 4-foot. And yellow is 3rd with a rock in front of on the center line in the 8-foot.
it's not efficient. It's not efficient.
And yellow put up a guard. Score checkup. Sheet A. Ooh, Dave Bykowski has jumped to an 8-2 lead after 4 ends. He took 3 in the 4th, so Ed has hammer with yellow. Sheet B, we have a 3-2 lead. Oh, here comes Robert's shot. High speed. No, it's not going to do everything. So Monica steals 1. Monica steals 1. Okay, that means Monica takes a 3-2 lead after 4 ends.
You need a partner?
Yeah, sure. Take the A seat. We're gonna have Jake Ness join us here at the broadcast center, high above Sheet C at the media center of the Nutmeg Curling Club in beautiful Bridgeport, Connecticut. Just put it on and start talking. Jake, what's your status in the tournament?
Hello, friends. Team Ness.
Hold on here. Keep talking.
Team Ness is in the C semis, so we play against Team Holm at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and the winner of that game will go on to play at noon. So
How nice is that?
we've made it to Sunday, which is good.
Yes,
So
it is.
We're having a fun time, and Sean and Jen have done a great job so far.
Run a great spiel too. On top of that,
Yes, indeed. So, Elf, what have you been seeing so far in this draw?
we've had Monica Lynn from Bucks County has been making some pretty good shots, and we've just had a few bad lucks with Robert's team.
And this is, of course, on sheet C.
And Emily's guard or draw here might be a bit toasty. We had a couple go through, and Robert had one rock that ticked thing. I think the ice is really fast.
Yeah, well, she's not my family, so I will not make any negative comments, but
No,
that's
no,
up to you.
Yeah, that one was just a little heavy. They were all heavy on that one. That's what I've learned to say. We were heavy. We were light.
Yeah, this is the first game I've seen Monica Lynn play, and very very good curler. So this is a good matchup.
Her history is I met her here at first at a Golden Handle, probably 2010, 2011. I'm not sure exactly when. She was brand new, and befriended her at that point. We did some on ice training and stuff because she was playing at an arena club at the time in Wilkes-Barre.
Uh-huh.
And she has since moved to Bucks County and has developed into quite the curler.
Absolutely.
Quite the curler. Calls the game, plays the game, makes the shots.
Well, very good. So just a recap for our viewers at home, we have sheets A and C, which are the A semifinals, the A
That's right.
event semifinals. So the winners of those games will go into the championship.
And Paikowski has jumped into a pretty big lead.
Yeah, that was a tough steal of 3 for Team Simia. He looked like he had enough weight to take one, but it just crashed and ticked a guard at the end of the fourth end.
Did they kick Emily's away? No.
No, Larry's just
okay.
balancing.
He's moving his foot around like he was nudging the rock.
Larry's just showing off his impressive balance on one leg.
Just so impressive.
Yeah.
It's showing off the shoes, too,
That's right.
because those shoes almost as good as yours.
Very nice.
Meanwhile, I think the big news is this Bucks County team is just a load of fun. They are singing, dancing, loose.
Hey, that's what it's all about. You don't want to play tight out here. You got to be having fun. We are curling after all.
Yeah, this is not, yeah.
All right, so this looks like a down weight hit and roll. Is that what we've got
I would
here?
say. Or a hit and spill, hit and roll. And Maria knows what seems to know what she's doing out there. Nice slide. Look at that slide.
Yep.
Right on the money. And I like the chance of a roll
They're
here.
not sweeping yet.
Look at it fall away.
I think they're going to get.
I think
what
they're going to lose.
looking
They might
for.
lose it. No, right behind.
I don't think they need to sweep this
Nah.
roll.
Wow.
But that's a nice shot.
That's a real nice shot by Maria. So it's time to start ripping rocks away. This is what.
Yeah, I think you just start top down, and I would probably take the center line one first. But
Yeah, you might even get a double if you roll over to our left. Let's see, we got a couple of yellows in the house for Brady on B, behind a raft
Behind
of
the
guards,
T-line,
behind the T-line. And in A, we've got 2 yellow currently.
a lot of granite in play on A.
All right, so let's see if Larry can. He's going to get the outside one, maybe. Oh, he might split him.
It might go right into the
Yeah.
crotch here.
Boom, boom. 1-2.
Very nice. That certainly helps.
Yes, that.
And they do still have, of course, shot rock about half buried behind the shot that Larry just threw.
She's shrugging her shoulders like, I don't know what I'm doing, but she knows exactly what she's doing. She's not hammer. I'd put another guard out front. Or extricate that red one from its perch.
I didn't have any issues.
Yeah, it's kind of a matter of style here. They're playing with a 1-point lead, so you don't necessarily have to go all out for a steal here, but of course you want to limit the red stones in play with a lead.
That one might be a little wide. Let's see.
Trying to help it over.
To get a piece, just missed. That was a noble try.
Yeah. Now Robert is trying for the draw.
Uh-huh.
And this is probably a safer call than the run back. And at this point, having some rocks in play is probably his best bet. Yeah.
I don't have my phone ready to do a timer on that.
Yeah, the after the scrape. So this is the first game after they've just scraped. So this should be a little bit quicker than maybe the last couple of ends.
So we'll
games.
Get right in on that. Thanks to the magic of fade, cut, and cube zooming.
You're a technological genius. Did they get by the guard?
No, but they're going to open it up a little.
Okay. And keeps it in the full 8 foot.
So now the yellow is a little more visible from the center line side.
Correct.
I assume that Monica will go for a hit, and maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see.
And meanwhile, over on sheet A, Team Simia was able to hang a deuce, so now
8-4.
It is 8-4.
After
so
5, and Dave will have hammer with red on A. And they're looking it over on B, and there's a lot of rocks left. There's still 3 to throw. Red with hammer on B.
yeah, he might be looking at running this red in on sheet B.
Yeah.
Back to A, we're just hitting the open stone. Or excuse me, back to sheet C,
Yep.
hitting the open stone.
Yeah.
John Trader with a shot.
Staying out a little wide. He's going to hit it. He's going to hit it.
Yeah, staying a little outside.
He might roll out. Yeah, it's a rollout. Or maybe not.
And
Rolled
I
out.
believe it's gone, yes.
So, there, Kathy has a shot at it. Oh, there's a draw. He's going for the draw.
Yeah, so if you can, you don't even have to get all the way to nose.
No.
If you can slightly corner that on the center line side, it gives you some options. Hard to remove the red rock.
Hard to
then.
remove.
And red could then maybe pop out the yellow out the back if she has a nice corner freeze here. So if we can stay on the
Close
center
to
line
the broom.
side. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. Let's sneak in right over the skip shoulder and have a look over on the right side. Oh, and we have a shot coming in on B simultaneously. That rock is heavy, and Larry's trying to move it.
Larry's
And
trying to
they
get a piece.
corner.
They
Yeah,
did
he did.
move it, and now it's fully open.
But they are shot still.
And correct.
And over on B, they did not succeed with a run back, but they did move a red in. Doesn't do much. Doesn't do much. Monica is going after the. We got one.
Yeah, I think she's just going to get rid of the red right here and make Robert play for one.
Play Rick for a force.
And if you're able to, it's
Stick.
probably safer to roll to the outside or just hit it right on the nose.
Stay right there, too.
And if Robert makes a double, then he might be able to blank.
That's good.
But if not, Monica is trying to see if she can force him to one.
Depends if he can keep this one in. If he rolls the shooter out again, and it's not looking narrow. No, it's,
Yeah, it may not come all the way back to nose like they were hoping.
no.
And
Oh, pretty close.
let's see if this
Pretty
sticks
close.
around.
That might stick.
It's
Stuck, and it's out in the guard zone, I'd say.
I don't know. It's from the overhead view. It's very close. Can't tell if it's biting or not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the warm room thinks.
What do you think, warm room?
Gap there, but it doesn't
That's
necessarily
Yeah.
Looks like there's gap. There's definitely gap on the
Yeah.
It could still be biting.
So that may play into Robert's calculus in terms of if he
Yeah.
has a blank available or not.
He's going for the draw here.
But
So
we cannot tell to a certainty if that is biting.
Emily's advising that the weight is down, but
Starting to move. So
oh,
they
it's
wanna
really
make sure.
starting to move. Oh boy. They're holding it. They're holding it.
Yeah, nice, sweet.
They're holding it, but look at it. It's getting away. It's
Little-
getting away. It's getting
little
away.
down weight.
It's getting away. Oh dear. Oh boy, and it changed. Came up down a little light.
Yeah, just a little down weight.
Greg Doucette is asking for a. Dave's calling for a takeout with Greg Doucette on A. Bringing some normal weight. Sweepers are running after it. Sweeping and it's gonna hang around maybe. Nope.
Meanwhile, on B, Sandy Black has put another guard up, and
Those are Sandy's rocks in the house.
that is a lot. Yes, that is a lot of granite out front. So they have done a nice job guarding what appears to be 2 yellow on sheet B.
And it's going to be hammer time, which is going to be a prodigious effort to get in there. All right, so Monica now coming up with her first skip rock, sitting 1.
Speaking of hammer time, Elf rocking his parachute pants in the warm room.
Who?
Very MC Hammerish.
Me?
Looking good.
Who?
Looking good, sir.
Me? Parachute pants, huh? I don't think so. They're just a little short, little high water pants.
I'm just joshing you.
Yes, Josh and me.
This may crash the guard. We'll
Yes,
see
it
how
may.
much.
How
We'll see
much-
what kind of a bounce we
Oh,
get.
it's going to get a good bounce.
Okay.
There it is. The door just opened. But yellow is sitting 1 and 2. That's the problem. Or
They,
no.
They may only be sitting 1.
I think red is number 2 here.
I
So
agree.
thread the needle, but it's not the last rock yet.
Yep. Yeah, you could go for it on your first
Go
rock.
for it. Yep.
The other option would be to try to hit the top yellow to see if you get a double. But there's probably a 3 rock width to get through this chute, so you might be able to just run the gap. I did play on this same sheet at the 10 a.m. draw this morning, and this side was running pretty straight. So this rock should run pretty much right where he throws it. So hopefully that means he's on the broom for Robert's sake.
Okay, here's the hammer on B, facing 2.
And it looks like he's trying to do a double run, but I don't know if he's got the weight for it.
Not to move that much granite. Let's see here. We'll sneak a look in quick. No, it's coming
I think he
around.
needed a little more weight to get the shot he was doing.
All
I
right,
mean,
so Sandy Black taking 2.
yeah, good line. He just needed more to move the 2 stones as far as he needed to.
Now it's this. Hello. We have a change of broom here for Robert.
Okay, so
And
he's
he's
going
going
to
for
start
the top
top
one,
down. Yeah,
'cause,
and that's fine.
Yeah, especially if the double's there. Robert used to be a big fan of doubles and triples. Oh, was that narrow?
I think that moved more than he thought it would. He's just going to take.
Oh,
So he just peeled
just
the top
missed it.
one.
Peel the top one. See, all Monica has to do now is put one anywhere in the house and pretty much ices it for a single point.
Yeah, and I think Robert was a little surprised by how much that moved, given the weight.
Yeah, he had the weight on it.
And it seemed to be my observation on the sheet this morning was outside of the 4-foot line. So I don't know if you're able to see that from our stream.
I don't see them
But
on
there
the
are
monitor.
light blue lines that run on the 4-foot. So from the red circle extended outwards all the way down the sheet, there are light blue lines to kind of give you a little bit more direction. And outside of that, they have been running pretty straight and sometimes falling towards the boards. So I think Robert was just a little bit surprised that that moved as much as it did.
So Monica's they want to put one. Oh, she go for a takeout of the red and just say, hey, well, that gives, if she does that, puts a blank in play for Robert.
Yeah, depends on if that's biting or not, right?
Yeah.
We're getting back to that biter.
She's got the out turn, so she's not going for that rock. Oh, a collapse.
Yeah, so she's just trying to force Robert to draw her hit for just a single point.
And even with the falling down, they got to sweep. They're not sweeping. Wow, that's got a lot of weight.
No, that'll be fine.
That's fine.
So I think she's
content with the force.
It seems like Robert's going to do the safe thing, which is he's going to hit. I don't know if he's trying to just hit and stay for one, or if he's actually attempting a double.
The double.
I do not know.
If he takes the single, and he's coming home, she'll be coming home in the 6 with hammer, tied. If he does the free, if he flashes and gives her, if he gives her 2, not good.
And over on A, Danielle just had a nice shot. She moved the 2 yellow rocks. It wasn't a complete double because there was a jam in the back. However, red is now sitting 1-2 after that. So a very nice shot by Danielle. And Team Bykowski continuing to curl well.
And they have hammer now up 8-4. Okay, Robert.
So with this weight, do you think he's just trying to nose this and take a single, or is he trying to get a double? It's staying outside a little bit.
Oh boy, it's staying out. They're not touching it. That's on the nose. That's a noser.
So yep, he's just going to take his 1.
Take the 1.
And it looks fine.
Yep, dead on the nose.
One for Team Quan.
Tie game.
New game after 5 ends.
New game, so they got a 3-end game, and Monica has hammer for the start it.
Well, once again, it's been a great weekend here at the Golden Handle. They always do a nice job. Sean and Jen have organized for us a dinner and a comedy show at the historic Bijou Theater in Bridgeport. So I think a lot of people are looking forward to the evening festivities.
I hope everybody gets a nice surprise by how lovely the Bijou is. You wouldn't, it's not.
I haven't been.
Well, this is a chance. I have a ticket. I'm not sure if we're going or not.
Well, you could use a laugh, Elf.
I could use a laugh.
We all could.
All I have to do is look at a video of my delivery if I need a good laugh. There it is. Ed drew right down onto that rock on the back, 4 foot over on A. And Emily dropped a center guard. Well, cheapers, Larry, get it over. Come on.
Gotta make sure, but yeah, very nice.
Over
nice
and up, so maybe they'll go high and low.
A little smirk from Robert. Larry said, "I knew it was there the whole way. Don't fret."
So, over on A, Dave has put the broom next to the rock, and I think some weight's coming.
Yep, I think he's happy to lose both of these.
He can lose them all, and the shooter. He can lose all 3.
He doesn't mind. So even if he sends his own out the back.
So many beers.
Reducing
rocks. On his name badge, the lead is throwing a nice-looking rock here. And it's a nice-looking rock on B as well. We've got a couple of perfect draw behinds.
And it's a little bit of a non-traditional strategy on sheet C here. Where
I thought he was in.
Generally speaking, the non-hammer team will try to keep the middle open.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
However, sometimes when you have a lead, you'll play to the center. But with a tie game, that's actually an interesting choice of strategy. So we'll see what shapes up in this end.
If Emily capitalizes on this shot, it's going to make this end Robert's baby. Sweepers are waiting. Now they're on it. This looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Look at it curl.
Yep, they got to go
now
hard.
They got to go.
I think they got to switch back. Larry's promoting the curl. Are they by?
They're by it. They're by it.
Okay.
Now they got to get the 8 foot. They got the 12.
That's a great sweep.
Great sweep, guys. Larry's looking a little red.
Well, that was a
now
team
they're
shot.
Now they're going to try and beat that one.
Yep, a good team shot. Great sweeping.
Michael DiPaolo. Mr. Winter, how are you, sir? I'm well. I just drove in from Falls Village, Connecticut this morning.
Is that a real place?
It is a real place.
In your mind?
It's high up on the Housatonic River.
Okay.
Going to kiss the red here. No.
They get by it. It's a little heavier than they would like.
Robert's going to show off his sweeping prowess, which is pretty prodigious.
And
he got it out. Going to put another one in now. Time for Larry to get one in.
Absolutely.
This is where you don't want to leave one out in the open.
Yeah, as long as you get at least partially buried.
So they can't
hit and roll underneath the guards.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yep, got to get it half under at least.
Fully buried is nice, but
yeah,
even partially under does the job.
A little top 4 would be just what the doctor ordered.
Again, when you have so many rocks on the center line, that tends to favor the non-hammer team.
Slow down, Larry.
Yeah, it looks a little hot.
Slow down, Larry. That line has sped to full speed.
It's coming down. They are sweeping to get by their guard,
Yeah.
and now they can come up, and we'll see if this sticks around in the back 12. I don't think so. No.
Not a chance. That's the problem is he had to sweep that first one so hard. Might have given him a little oxygen
little
deficit.
adrenaline or something.
Little adrenaline, little oxygen deficit. You know, when you're tired, that's when you can throw them too hard.
All right,
Just because your muscles gone. So they're going for the peel right from the top down.
They are, and back over on sheet A, it looks like Dave is trying to eliminate shot stone. There is a double available, however, you probably roll out if you're going for that. He might just be trying to roll underneath his guard.
Maria doing an exceptional job today, has successfully peeled. Let's see if that red one goes in the house. I doubt it.
And on sheet A, Bykowski does successfully take out Shot Rock.
They're not going to go for another guard. They're going to give Larry another chance to draw it in.
Yeah, having both the yellow and the red on the center line and the one closer to the house, which is your own stone, I don't mind coming around here.
Give him a second chance to atone.
Yeah,
now that's a better weight.
Because even if yellow tries to run things in, they're running in a red rock and not their own color. So
this looks pretty good.
That's a fine call.
And now stop sweeping.
I think it needs to curl a little bit.
I need to stop sweeping. That's going through the house again.
Heavier than they want. Robert's going to see if he can bury this, even though it's behind the tee line. He wants it to curl a little bit more.
Should have pulled it a little deeper even.
They're
working from the top down.
Yep.
Now they might. I'm curious to see what they do now if it's a successful peel.
Yeah.
Sandy's calling for a takeout. Nicely done.
And behind the tee line there, fully buried, isn't the worst thing for Team Kwan. It may lend itself to forcing to one rather than a steal, but they're happy with a force here.
Absolutely. Oh, this could be a run back. No.
Looks like it's just a peel. Close.
Now, do you draw another one in?
I think another top 4. I like top 4.
Keep going for that top 4.
Put the pressure on him.
Here it comes. So we're all a little strong on this line. I don't know if overcompensate. You know, Kathy's seen this now.
Yeah, you'd prefer not to come all the way down to your backer. You want to keep this above the tee line, so top 4 would be wonderful.
Oh, Brady dropped a beauty.
Very nice.
In the corner there. Kathy's wide with this, but this does have a way of sneaking in.
It is curling, yeah.
Oh, it's curling big.
It looks a little light, which is also fine.
No, but not with Larry sweeping it in the light.
It is fine. I don't think they're going to get all the way to the corner of their red.
We don't want to double, set up a double there. Oh, that side's closed for now.
Not bad. Not bad. And we're peeling again.
If they happen to bang right into the nose of the red one, it will still be sitting 1 and 2. All right. John Trader in the hack. Vice. Peel. So Dave took one in the 6th. All right, let's get back here. I see it going bang, bang in the nose.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting both. Yeah,
no,
just jammed on that one.
Wow.
And Robert,
can they draw around that guard, or do they want to would you tap it? drawing.
So it is curling enough where you can draw, and generally speaking, it's easier to draw to a spot than hit or promote to a spot when you have ice that's curling.
And you
And
wouldn't-
this side is moving a little bit
yeah.
more, so I feel like the draw is there. They
It's
just got to
there.
manage the weight.
Yep.
So a little bit more from Kathy, and luckily she's got two good sweepers to help her out.
Got Emily on it already. Now here goes Larry. I think we got the tap here.
You know, I don't know if it's enough weight to tap, but we might double up the guard at least.
No, you're right. It may not
So
be
it's a
enough
little
to tap.
light.
Oh, look, Kathy came in to sweep.
But-
Now they stop sweeping.
It's going to be really difficult for them to try to double peel a guard.
Yeah. You're going to get it.
And-
Did it sneak behind the yellow?
No, it just
right
it
next
just
to it.
bumped it,
Right next
touched
to
it. Yeah.
Would have
so
loved to
that's-
get over it and shoulder it. but
And that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, the miss there is light and not heavy. A guard is okay. You don't want to be all the way.
You're not hammer. We're using their rocks up in the in front of the house.
Exactly. Make them spend their bullets.
And the bullets out front. Yep, 4th from the 1. And make Monica's last shot count. Okay, Trader again.
He's a touch outside.
Oh,
so
I think he's got a double
he
here.
might just have the top one, I think, there, Elf.
You're right. Did it advance us in? I think it's time for a center guard.
I don't believe the top one is biting, but now there are two in.
Oh, wow. Now we need a guard. Oh, forget the guard. He goes right for the button.
I don't think you need a guard because we're still working with our
Yep.
two counters are behind the T line. So you still want to make Monica's draw at the end if you're trying to force her one as difficult as possible.
With some space
So
in
we
front.
need something top 4, top button.
Yep.
That she can't just come down to the backing and bail herself out easier.
I see that.
Put some pressure on.
This is why you're leading on Tuesday night. You're out in the front of the
I
pack.
have a lot of help from both Robert here on C, but also Craig Doucette, who's playing on Team Bykowski on Sheet A. So I've got a wealth of curling knowledge on my Tuesday team to help me as I continue to learn in the game.
Craig does know his game. He's always says skipping is not the place he wants to be, but
Well, that's the thing.
he knows it all.
It's the best part about my Tuesday team
Yeah.
is I have curlers who are better than me and know more than me, but they don't want to skip. So that's
Yeah.
fun. That's fun for an up and coming skip.
Robert has a nice draw here.
Looks
They
pretty
don't-
good.
Don't you sweep that too much. Don't you sweep that too much. Stop sweeping.
So I think Emily
Stop.
can help curl it a little bit here.
Larry.
And they want to be
Larry
top
off. Larry off.
4. I think it
Larry
looks
off.
nice, Elf.
Larry off.
It's a nice shot. It's above the tee line, right on the pin.
I would have loved. What is it about a foot short?
Yeah, foot shorter would have been fine, but I'm trying to look at the overhead here, and right on the tee line.
Yep. Right on it.
Yeah, I don't mind that, like you said, Elf, a foot higher perhaps. Top button, top 4. But that's a pretty darn good shot. And forcing Monica to make a good heavy draw, it looks like perhaps. She probably wants to move that a little bit, but not fully remove it.
Yeah. And if she moves it enough, Robert could knock it out. And then really force her. Because if he takes her out, she wants to keep as many backers there as he can. This is not an explosion.
Exactly right.
But
yeah, she wants to keep some backers there.
But she's
and,
got to get it out of the 4-foot probably. And not scrape the side of it and roll off, being wide.
Yeah, that's why you need downweight here. You cannot have a big roll because that's going to give Robert something to pop out of there, even with a downweight hit.
Monica has this line. She's been using this.
And it's a little bit outside still, but it should start to break shortly here.
Oh, it's breaking hard. Coming right at the nose. Right at the nose. Look at that.
And any bounce will help Team Kwan, but that's a nice shot.
That's a real nice
it's
shot,
hard
Monica.
for Robert to get all the way inside the nose,
Yeah.
but he is happy to force him to 1 here. So if he can just stack one directly on top,
Yep.
she's going to have to come the other direction, which she has not.
Nobody's
Nobody's
done.
throwing a draw there this end. So I think, again, coming the same way, moving that a little bit, even if you're not shot after this, forcing her to make a good shot on a line she hasn't thrown in a little bit. And on our other sheets here, we have, is this the hammer coming on sheet B? And it looks like this may be a draw for 3 for Team Brady.
To give them a lead. 6-5.
And it's coming in, and it looks pretty good. We do have
Yeah.
a third sweeper coming in, but
Oh, it's coming in
I think
good.
they need a bite of the 8-foot, and they have it.
They got a bite of the button, I think.
And that's a nice draw. So I think that's 3. Yeah.
Yes, it would be. Robert's going, he's not going shy at this.
So rather than bring a potential deuce into play
He's going to
and finesse it, he's going to try to blast that out of there and then make her draw
draw again.
against 3.
Yeah, but she'll have the she'll have the full backers.
She'll have the backers, so he's going to lose his shooter.
Yep.
And then
We hope.
again, happy to
If he-
give one here.
If he noses it, where does that leave him?
If he noses it, he potentially could be shot.
Yeah,
So that's not a bad outcome.
but she could get a deuce out of it.
And she still could potentially have a deuce in play. If he thins this and sends her yellow over the top of all the reds and loses his shooter, she has a fairly straightforward draw with backing for 1, but it's only for 1. So he's trying to take 2 out of play.
No.
It's a little narrow. They got to get by this guard. They got to get by the guard.
They did.
A lot of reds. Just
Oh,
moved.
dear. Bad luck.
So
Bad
now
luck.
she's got to draw for 2.
Yeah, boy. Oh,
And that was just a little bit tighter than he was hoping for.
yeah, they almost hit the guard. And if it hit the guard, actually, it wouldn't have. Well, who knows? We'll never know. Draw for 2. And basically the whole circle.
That's right, yeah. And we played really badly, but still just lost by 1. Yeah. I actually got my new shoes game yesterday.
So over on sheet A, Bykowski looks like he's just trying to eliminate some red stones, playing with a lead.
Which he did.
And he got rid of 1, kept the shooter, and it appears like red is
1.
1 and 2?
Yeah, I'd
Looks
say.
like they're 1-2.
And here comes Monica's draw, and it's looking pretty good. Because he's got the back. Oh, maybe not. No, it's good. It's a little heavy, but it's going to catch her
Yeah,
first rock.
I think it's just fine. So 2 yellow.
Oh, wait. No, we're not done. Yeah, she caught it. She caught a corner of her rock. 2 yellow.
All right.
Mm.
Should be a photo finish over here. Back on sheet B, the Bucks County team is starting to put some more rocks in play. A little behind the tee line.
Oh, they only have the 7. They only have time for 7 ends.
I thought it was the last one. They did run out of time.
I don't know.
That's what Maria told me.
So on sheet C, we're being told that this is the final end due to time constraints.
Time constraints. So they're going to throw through.
I don't know about through, but certainly in the house. You don't want any guards here.
Oh, I
with
thought
the
she was
lead.
tapping the back wall, but no. Oh, and that's going to be a guard, maybe.
Yeah, you don't want a guard here if you're Monica.
Well, they may have. Of course, that ice is fast. What looks like a guard most nights, they carry. That's a guard.
Pretty nice shot by
guard.
Team Black on sheet B. They are top 4
Yeah.
fighting
Behind guard.
and partially undercover, but there are jams there with the back 4 rock or back 8 rock for Team Brady. So
Still, Ed's okay. They're sweeping Ed's rock in, and he's got a little kiss, and that might make
moved it far enough, I think. For they're sitting
at
1.
least
though, I
1
think.
and maybe 2.
I think the red rock on the right side of the 12-foot is shot number 2.
We'll let the audience have a look and
Let's-
decide for themselves.
let's zoom in.
Take a look at sheet A, folks, over on your screen left. All right, that's enough of that. Emily's gone in on the wings with her first rock. And Monica's not fooling around.
Yeah, got to have a guard there.
Yeah. Not fooling around. So that could be 1 red rock. Not going to help out.
This is moving. They're going to have to
No,
sweep
I
this
think-
hard to
I
keep
think
it.
that's narrow.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to get this one. I think they
No.
got away with one there. So I believe that Robert's going to call for a guard.
Guard in
now.
front of that?
We don't want to bring him into the house yet.
No. Okay, Em. Here's your chance.
Because Robert may start thinking about, can I get a 3 rather than having to tie and go to
skip
skips rocks. So
Yes.
something that's going to be in the back of your mind. Of course, it's still early in the end.
That rock looks like it's not a guard.
They are not sweeping. Here it comes now. So it could be down to it.
I might stop it now. It's going in the
You're
house.
just gonna
go in the house.
hope that it's not a
Easy
double
double.
opportunity.
It's always in a double
And
opportunity.
there's a little bit of space there, so we'll see if the double can be made.
Okay, yeah. Maria in the hack got her 2 sweepers, many beers, and John. I don't know what John's handle is.
Trader John.
Trader John.
Kind of like Trader Joe's, but
Mark's is many beers.
I like it. Many
Yeah.
beers O'Donnell. That's a good good nickname.
Little down weight. Maria's looking right on the broom. Well, tad wide. It might chip one and not the other.
Yeah, I think we've got the top one for them.
Oh, maybe both.
I don't believe so.
No, but she hung around.
So you can still guard here, because again, I think that Robert is actually hoping to see if he can set up for a 3, not just a 2.
Yeah,
So
if you were going for a 2, you'd put one in.
Yep. Yeah, so you could just try to come under and
that yellow is biting.
and then trade hits and take your 2, but he might
Yeah.
still be thinking, could we get 3 here and end it in regulation?
Yes, this is the last end on sheet C, time-wise. They got to sweep because that could go narrow.
Yeah, he was a little tight on the broom, so this might overcurl slightly. So I think they want to drag this as far as they can. If they get a little bump off the yellow, they may be able to get the guard out of it, even though they crash on the yellow.
It's only a 1-2 2-3. No, left it open.
A little light.
A little narrow.
Okay. Yep, exactly right. So we're not ideally where you'd want to be for the red team here, Team Quan. And we'll see if Maria can make them pay for that. Handshakes on A, Alf. We have Team Bykowski with the win on A.
Okay. They're advancing to the finals.
They will advance to the finals. Congratulations from the team curling out of the Hartford Curling Club this weekend.
Yes. The Upstaters. Maria's, it's a little wide, but here it comes.
I think
it's
she's
fine.
got
She's
it. Yeah,
fine.
I think she's got it.
Nice, gentle weight.
Nice shot.
They're sitting 2 there. Now what is Robert going to do?
I think you can come freeze to that.
Freeze to it.
The one that they just threw.
Yeah.
So corner freeze it. Because again, in order to score 2 or possibly 3, you need rocks in play.
He's changing it up maybe to go behind the guard.
Okay.
Behind the corner guard, the first rock.
You just got to make sure. Now,
Oh,
he wants to hit and roll now.
Oh, he wants to hit and roll across the house.
That's a high level of difficulty shot.
Yeah.
I think they're just talking it through. He's giving options, so we'll see what they like.
Okay.
Now he's just saying draw down to it.
Brady's looking pretty strong on B. Took a couple points, took a big end against Sandy Black.
Yeah,
and they may be in their last end too.
Yeah, they've done a pretty nice job of
slow down.
Going to get a bump off this.
Yeah. Big
and
bump.
it's not going to roll far enough, though, so that's sitting wide open.
Sitting wide open, and the yellow still has 2 in.
Not ideal for Team Quan.
Running out of places to hide. 2.
So I'm a little confused on A. It appeared like they had done some handshakes.
But they didn't.
And now they're throwing back, so I do not exactly know what the deal was there.
I don't know what the time thing is because they started at 1:15, so I guess they ran out of time. They might not be out of time. That might have been a false signal.
So if we're playing 8 ends, that changes things.
That does change things a bit.
We'll try to get confirmation in the warm room.
Going to be hard to get a blank, though.
Are they able to get 8 ends in, do you know, or are they playing only 7? Can you confirm that? I don't know. Sean?
John?
We're going to see when we get confirmation on the game on sheet C, whether this is the final end or if we have one more after this. John Trader
John
is
got
going to
a hit,
make
and he's
this
going to roll
hit.
right behind the guard, isn't he? Because he's good at that.
That is a nice shot. Beautiful shot.
They've got that.
John
They
Trader.
got that. They've been doing that a lot this afternoon. It's on the back tangent of the tee line.
Pretty good shot on sheet B for Team Black. Even though
Yeah.
it's behind the tee line, there are some possible jams both directions there.
Okay, Kathy Morley away.
Back to C. They're going to see if they can corner freeze this one. That
And they're not touching it.
It needs to curl.
It is curling now, though. And Larry's helping it, and it is curling.
Here it comes.
Now is it heavy?
It's a touch heavy. Are they going to get a piece of it? No. And it's all the way through.
All the way through.
Shoot, just a little wide.
Dadgummit. I wonder if they're just playing back on A because they didn't put the score up for 7. And
Yeah, whatever.
Ed is throwing a rock here, and there's a lot of rocks left.
All right, we do have confirmation that this is the final end on sheet C.
And it's looking real good for Team Lynn right
Team
now.
Quan needs to figure out how to manufacture a deuce.
And Team Lynn has 3 in the house. You know, I wonder if I were Team Lynn if I would peel that guard.
That's not a bad idea.
No.
Because again, you don't have to score here. You just have to
Nope.
prevent a 2.
Just have to
right?
prevent a 2.
And sometimes the best guard is a second counter.
This is sometimes it is, but they're going in the same
But,
direction.
but again, when you're trying to play a clean open game and not give up a 2, and you don't have to score, my instinct might be to peel my own guard just to open things up. Fewer places to hide.
Nowhere to hide.
So they think that this might be a little heavy. John was pointing up at the ceiling as if it's up weight. So we'll see.
He's covering his head. This looks very much like Kathy's shot just was.
Yeah, he did get a piece of it.
And he hung around.
And he hung around.
And
so
the one is more buried now than before even.
So
but
I
it's
think
further
you can
behind the
still
tee line.
draw. Yep, so you want to keep this above the tee line. So a top 4 draw.
Yeah.
And let's see if Kathy can dial back the weight just a touch and make that shot. Yeah, so I don't know if there was a last shot draw or some type of tiebreaker type thing on sheet
dear,
A.
this is terribly narrow.
They got to sweep hard.
No, that's beyond sweeping hard at this point.
Emily needs to eat her Wheaties.
No, that's going right over the top of the guard.
Oh, dear.
Won't even touch the guard. Look at the finish on that, too.
Yeah, so it finished a little bit outside the ring, so need a little more weight and obviously a little bit more line. So if you're Monica, I feel like just stack another one in, top
Yep,
4.
throw another one in.
Stack one in, top 4. And if you can be at least half under your guard, that makes it difficult for Robert to be able to attempt any type of double that would also keep a shooter around.
True, true.
So if you're able to get partially under, top 4 would be your ideal shot.
Did John throw 4 rocks, or did he throw no rocks?
Well, he's stick curler, so.
Still, but
So this is John Barrett from our club. He had a stroke several years ago, so he's a stick curler now. But before that,
I believe I played.
yeah, so before that,
Really tall.
he used to go away.
A round of applause for the teams coming in off of sheet A. Bykowski into the final. So this might be a little bit heavier than Monica wants. Actually, no, it's dying right now.
No, it's
so
dying right
okay,
now.
so just a guard, and that's That's okay, but it does give something Robert to hide behind.
Robert could hide behind
He's
that.
going to see if he
Doesn't
can
have-
manufacture a skip's deuce, as they call it, where he
Yes.
wants to score 2 just with his own.
Yeah.
And over on sheet B, it looks like Brady is attempting to just chip out this yellow shot rock in the back 4 to limit any scoring opportunities for Team Black. He's getting all the way to the nose. And I don't know if they swept it enough to roll out. I don't believe so. So Sandy may actually have a chance, if she can keep her shooter, to score 3 here.
Ooh.
Because I believe both of the yellows in the back 12 are biting. So if she can hit, and keep her shooter, there may be an opportunity for 3. So big shot coming up on sheet B, as well as sheet C. Robert needs to see if he can bury one in the top 4 undercover.
And it probably has to be shot. Maybe not.
I think you want to be full 4 undercover, and you want to be shot rock at this point in time. You don't want to have to rely on popping your own out or sending the yellow out the back. I think you want to be shot rock, top 4 buried on the right side as you look at it.
Emily is
Sweepers
indicating
are
to slow
off.
down. Now they're on it. Off that line.
Might make sure they're around the guard. It's coming in.
Oh, it's close to the guard.
I think they're on the guard.
And if they aren't, it's going to be heavy. Now they're on the guard. Game over.
So shot in motion on sheet B. Does Sandy have it? So yeah, game over on sheet C. Monica Lynn, Team Lynn into the final. And Sandy Black's rock unfortunately crashed on sheet B. And that will do it on sheet B as well. Well, some pretty close games here.
They're going to go one more end at... and that means a point for red?
That was 1 for red.
So they're going to come home up 3 without hammer for red.
Now there's a question on sheet C. It looks like they're playing 8 ends. Or no, this is the tiebreaker. This is the tiebreaker.
Oh, they can't.
They're doing a last shot draw.
A tiebreaker.
Does this belong to me?
It's an extension cord for something if we need it.
All right. All right, so the one game that's actually still in action is on sheet B, although it was a 2 and not a 1. So we have a...
Which headset are we?
Sandy needs to get a 4 here.
Oh, 2. Number 2. So I'm going to turn number 2 down. I got to make a phone call. Take the play-by-play.
So Sandy Black getting the guard up. Needs to take 4. And Sandy's team looking to put up another guard, it appears. Need some guards in play, things to hide behind to see if they can manufacture a big number here. All right, so double guard up for Team Black. The first 5 rocks of the end, Team Brady's not allowed to take those out of play if they are guards. So he's going to either put one in the house, or you can also throw it all the way through. Either's an acceptable result. Stones in play are not their friend right now. Excitement in the warm room as people are cheering on the sweepers on sheet C to see if they can draw the button a little bit short. That's fine on sheet B for Team Brady. They do not want rocks in play, especially if they're behind the tee line. So perfectly acceptable result to throw through there. And Sandy now, I don't know if she's calling for another guard or potentially to start coming around. They're going to have to start getting some stones in play. But of course, under guard. And a nice rock from Tina into the top 8 and guarded. Mac with the peel attempt. And he was able to successfully get rid of 1 yellow stone and move it off the center line. Mac informed me the other day that he enjoys being sleeveless in the warm room, but feels it's disrespectful to curl without sleeves. So he's out there in his short sleeves. Heck of a sweeper and a good guy. And it's been fun to get to know some of these curlers from other clubs. Great event here. We have 24 teams, and I believe there were 7 full nutmeg teams, meaning that a good amount of clubs from around primarily the eastern seaboard in Bridgeport this weekend. And a good time was had by all. Dan Villagomez sweeping hard, trying to help it over. We are in the rings. It is open, but they were able to get it in. Takeout attempt coming. It looks like it's a little bit inside. Sweepers are on it. They may get the other rock. Oh. They did strike the object rock, so yellow sitting 1, but red now has a rock in the top 12. Sandy going to try to draw through undercover. Dan Villagomez with the shot away. Trying to draw through the port. Looks like they may promote their own yellow guard up, which is also fine. And does not graze the other one, so now that is behind the tee line. Not the best spot. Looks like it's open for a hit. But a shot that, of course, Team Brady will still have to execute. This looks like me a little wide from my angle. They may crash on their own red. And no, it does come all the way through. Very nice shot. Our seating angle is directly behind sheet C, so sometimes a little bit hard to see how things are working out on sheets A and B in terms of which shots are available. But that one curled nicely through. And Sandy now just going to try to put another draw into the house, undercover if possible. A little bit of a wick off of the red guard. Not ideal for Sandy when you're trying to score 4, and they are shaking hands. Okay, so Team Brady from Bucks County with the win on sheet B over Team Black from Nutmeg. And that will do it for this draw. Thank you for tuning in.
I don't know how to do it. Sign off. Tell them thank you. I did do that. All right.